Welcome back, Liaison. We finally got our fifth game. A lot of technical difficulties with Battle.net and a game heart mod. But go ahead and take us into this game, Liaison.
Alrighty, game number 5 for us between Imperative Gaming and Prometheus Gaming. I believe Imperative currently has a 3-1 advantage, but for points' sake, over the course of this 8-week-long season, we will be playing this fifth game. King's Mahjong Station Ladder Edition is the setting for it. It's a TVP, and spawning in the top left-hand corner, the orange Protoss for Imperative Gaming. It is Herc. And in the bottom right for Prometheus Gaming, looking to get that all-important second point on the day, it's the green Terran player, Joker.
Oh, finally, we don't have a mirror matchup, Liaison. It's amazing.
I know, right? It took us. That's really why we're playing this last game, so that we get a game without a mirror matchup.
Oh, two TVTs, a PvP, and ZVZ. Oh, wait, yeah, two TVTs, a PvP, or a ZVZ, then a PvP. Now we got a PvT. What's your favorite matchup?
My favorite matchup?
Yeah.
To watch, to play, to cast. They're all different. To tell you the truth.
Let's go with all of them. Why not?
I would say to watch, I really like a good TVZ. I think that's like a popular choice, but that's definitely it for me. As we do have actually a CC first coming out here from Joker. Interesting decision behind double gas here for Herc. So we'll see how this game shapes up. Really interested to see that. But so yeah, TVZ to watch. To play, I'd say TVP actually as a Terran player. I really do enjoy the matchup. And I'm probably in the minority in that as well. And then to cast, I'd probably, maybe it's either TVT or TVP, probably.
Oh, mine are pretty much a straight PVZ. I love PVZ. It is my favorite matchup. I love to cast it. I love to play it. I love to watch it. But unfortunately, we didn't get any tonight.
Unfortunately, yeah. Well, we got what we got, I guess is how the expression goes. So, interestingly enough, though, on the back end here for Herc, he is getting 3 in gas straight off the bat in each of his assimilators here. So Joker should see that. There's no Stalker, no Zealot being built, so he should see that, and he should know pretty much off the bat that, well, all is not going to be safe here. I wonder if he's going to be able to sneak in and see that Stargate. Now, this doesn't have to be a huge commitment here from Herc necessarily. He could just build like one Oracle. I kind of expect it to get... Oh, he gets the SCV. Does he see it?
He did see it. He did manage to catch a glimpse of it, but whether he clicked on it or not is what's important.
Right. Well, if you see it in the back like that, you know, it's bigger than a Twilight Council, right? That structure. So you can kind of assume that it's a Stargate. I think he can, but maybe he can't. I don't know. Easier for me to assume since I know, I guess.
Most likely an Oracle. I mean, Phoenix are not exactly very popular in PvT. Oracles do a lot of damage.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to get a ton of Oracles. I mean, we know the power of the Oracle all too well, I think, in the StarCraft community. If you can just keep it alive, it can keep coming back. Revelation in the mid-game is really, really nice to keep tabs on the army. And he is, in fact, going to be chronoing out an Oracle. So taking a look, there are 5 Marines on the map at the moment, and only 2 being built at a time. It takes 6 kill off an Oracle if they go mano a mano, but defend both of these mineral lines is going to be tricky, and he's not actually rallying his SCVs from his natural into his main, so he seems like he's relatively comfortable fending this off. I'm not sure if he should be, though.
Oh, well, the Stalker is being annoying. Oracle is on its way, and a second Oracle being built. That's a little heavy commitment, but with the Spunker coming down on the front door, this Oracle's just going to fly right into the main.
Yeah, and the engineering bay is done. No turrets started yet. The tech lab done as well. Stim not starting either now, just starting Stim. And, well, here comes the Oracle. It should do a pretty good amount of damage here for sure, I would think. We'll have to keep a tabs on the workers killed. Already 5 workers have been killed. 6 and a couple Marines, 7 and 8. So, sending in Marines one at a time like this, not the best way to deal with the Oracle. It gets 8 workers and 2 Marines for its trouble, and now the second Oracle coming in can delay this turret, but it's just going to go straight for the SCVs before the turret finishes. Gets a couple more, 12 in total have been killed here. I'd say these Oracles have done a pretty nice job here for Herc.
Oracles did do a pretty nice job. It did put Herc in the lead. So we do. The Oracles did do. They didn't really pay for themselves per se, but they did do enough damage. I mean, with mules.
Between the two of them, 14 harvester kills doesn't pay for themselves.
With
and they're still alive. They're not even dead yet.
With mules and like, there's not much they can do now. I mean, with the missile turrets up.
But I'm saying the point is they killed 14 units. They killed 14 units for free.
Oh, did Oracle's what, 150 and 150?
For a total of 70 damage onto the two of them combined. They're both at 64 out of 100.
You also gotta remember there were like two to four Marines that were killed through that as well.
Two Marines, yeah, and 12 workers. I don't know. I think it's well worth it. If I'm the Protoss player, I am licking my chops. I can sit back. I can get my Robo down, my Forge down, exactly what he's doing. Get that Robo Bay. You've just basically taken all the momentum out of the Terran players' really push here. He's got 7 workers in his main base. I mean, what is he supposed to do with 7 workers in his main and 12 in his natural? It's just, he's going to be hurting for minerals. You can see it, and he's got all this production, and he's just not going to be able to do anything with all of it. The Oracles come back in. There are Marines here, but again, they're getting more workers, and they're just going to be able to run away here.
Okay, now with that, maybe it's a little bit more worth it, because now he's actually delaying the gas. He's delaying the starport, which means the medevacs are going to be super far delayed. And while the bioproduction is starting to kick in, without those medevacs, it gets to be a pretty squishy ball if you overstim.
Yeah, it's going to be, you know, obviously I'm obviously in Herc's circle here if this were a boxing match. So he's in a really comfortable spot here. Even getting the Twilight Council behind this, he's in a position right now he could actually take a third, and it's not going to be challenged for a couple more minutes. And he's going to have Colossi out. He's getting range as well, and he doesn't even really need observers for scouting because he's gotten such a good look with these oracles that he can just you know, go right in and take a look-see again, and he doesn't need he can go straight into Colossi production.
Ooh, Joker's actually getting a little supply block there. He just finished up supply depots, but it's just going to delay his medevacs a little bit more, and yeah, Herc's Oracles are just going to keep scouting around, just making sure that that Joker's just stuck in his base.
That medevac's delayed by about a minute here. Isn't like the end of the world, but it basically takes away the possibility of a 10-minute push, and there is no relatively fast third base coming down here for Joker. He's still, you know, very stuck on this 2-base tech. He's still not fully saturated at 2 bases, about 4 workers away from that full saturation. So, you know, optimal saturation, I should say. But, you know, if you look at this, the Mothership Core, it's still got its full energy, and we all know how nice that is in a, well, a team fight for the Protoss player. The gateways are morphing out into their warp gates. The second Colossi now out range, just finishing as well. And although this Terran army is trying to move out on the map, I just don't think there's going to be much they're going to be able to do.
+1 armor is done for Herc too, so Zealots will be able to walk in there and enjoy themselves a little bit. Herc is
revelation going down here, so Herc really keeping tabs on this entire army. He's going to know exactly where it is, and he's going to be able to position his army accordingly. And if you know anything about StarCraft, engagements are a matter of positioning almost all the time. It's a huge, huge advantage to be able to position your army exactly how you want it, to get your Colossi in the back, to time warp right where you need to, etc. for the Protoss player.
There is no charge. Herc opting to go for Blink to ward off any drops, but the Stalkers are actually kind of at the back door of his main, and looks like Joker, knowing that, well, with Revelation on him, he doesn't really want to push up into multiple Colossus like this, but you can never really underestimate the power of Stim, but Herc has evened up the army supply, definitely.
Yeah, and here comes the third base from Herc as well. Joker's is finishing right as we speak, so at the end, has he seen this Colossi tech is really the question here. He hasn't at all as far as the main base is concerned, and he's continuing to build, well, does he even have it? He's got 2 Vikings, he's building a couple more, and he's getting ghosts out. Pretty fast ghosts here, so know, he's trying to get a little bit of everything. Widowmine's as well, no reactor on the factory, but he's kind of getting that jack of all trades army composition here to try and deal with that death ball that we'll probably be seeing here from Herc.
Ooh, and looks like okay. This is a little bit of a stretch, but I think Joker's kind of metagaming himself here. He's starting to build Ghost, but there's no Templar out. The Templar tech's just being thrown down right now. He needs Vikings out, and he's only got 3. He needs at least 6, I'd say, to be able to fight off Colossus. And within Colossus being
with 4 Colossi, you need a lot. 4 Colossi, you need a lot more than 6. I think the general rule of thumb is about 3 Vikings per Colossus to take them down in a timely manner. So, 4 Colossi, 6 Vikings. By the time they even kill 1, your whole bio army is just going to be dead. So, and yeah, I agree with you about the metagaming himself kind of thing, where you know, the ghosts aren't bad. You can use them obviously to take shields off the Protoss army, but that's also kind of what you have Widowmines for at this point, right? With the Widowmine buff, they do all that extra damage to shields, and they work kind of as ghosts against zealots and those gateway units that are going to charge in.
oh yeah, and charge is about finished as you say that, and Psystorm's about half done. +2 armor being done for Herc, so this army is very, very tough right now. I mean, with Widowmines, the zealots will take a fair amount of damage, and a stim army is always nothing to underestimate. But with Storm being done and a lot of Marines in this army, not too many Marauders, well, this low Marauder count might come back to hurt Joker in the end.
Yeah, and this this single forge on the other side for Herc might end up hurting him, just as you know, the upgrades. Normally you could see a Protoss player just way ahead in upgrades if they're chronoing out double forges, but Herc with just 1 forge, the upgrades are pretty much going to be even once the 2-1 finishes for the Terran player. Granted, it is about 100 seconds away as a drop comes in to the back here, going to kill a good amount of workers here. Joker stims and a late pull there. The Stalkers blink in to pick off the medevac, but they're going to pay for it with their lives. Zealots warping in to try and deal with this as well, and well, they should be able to clean this all up, but a nice little drop play there for Joker, who has now taken a supply lead.
Oh, yeah, the Joker taking that's has a little bit better production. Has managed to caught up, but Marines really build really fast with those reactors on the barracks. But what he really needs is more Marauders. He needs more Vikings, absolutely. So how much Vikings does he have out on the field now? 6. He does have only 6. And that's
There's 5 Colossi.
Yeah, I mean 1
How
Viking per Colossi
all
is
these
not
charge
going to work.
slots are going to do so well buffering this damage with +2 armor, +3 on the way. The charge bots just aren't going to die even with these Widowmines. There are 5 on the map here, 3 at the front here to buffer as well. But here comes the Protoss army around the left side of this third, and that might just be the choke point that our Protoss player wants to engage into, right where that bunker is with the turret.
Oh, but 2 attack is about finished for Joker here, so that +2 armor for those Zealots is going to be nullified as soon as it finishes. But oh, where is Joker's army moving? Is he trying to push
His
out?
army's passing each other like 2 ships in the night here, as well, he's posturing in the middle of the map, really for I mean, what feels like no real reason. This probe for Herc is going to spot it as it does go down, but here comes Herc's army, forces Joker to pull back. Joker way out of position here, up the third base as all his SCVs packing, and well, these Widowmines desperately trying to reposition here. 1 will fall, a second one does go down without getting any shots off with these Zealots and Templar. The Templar have got to get out of there. Storm is done, they don't get it off. The army stims, and 5 Colossi raining down. Oh, a great couple storms going down, and maybe that's all Herc needed. The power of the storms really ravaging this bio army. The Colossi are getting picked off by these Vikings little by little, but the bio numbers are diminishing. This is a really close fight. Is there anything to even kill these Vikings? There are some Stalkers that have warped in, and suddenly these Colossi reign supreme. This is what we talked about, Slicer. Just a huge advantage for Herc because not enough Vikings, Colossi,